Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we have for you the Venomized Iron Man figure by Hot Toys. This is not a mainstream figure. This is I call these collaborations. They're not strictly 100% made by Hot Toys. I think that they're a collaboration with other people, and I think these figures are going to hold their value. I've said this plenty before. I feel like the figures that are not mainstream are going to be the ones that are gonna hold some value, just because they're not, again, mainstream. They're not common. They're not what people are looking for from the movies. So they're gonna be, I think, again, a lot of people don't like these pieces specifically because they're not mainstream. So I personally think that whoever gets these figures is going to be able to get their money back eventually. Again, because they're not mainstream, they're more rare, and I feel like once they sell out, those are going to be, one of the few figures that hold value. Again, a lot of people don't look for them for that reason, because they're not mainstream, but they're just really, really, really nice figures overall, and I always get them for that reason. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that I'm not, because again, these are not your mainstream figures. These are, again, completely different lines. They go from they go from comic series to, which is CMS. They'll do, specifically for the Mandalorian, they'll do TMS, a movie masterpiece series. They'll do MMS. So, it's not your mainstream line, like I said, and it doesn't seem to be very popular, but I love these things. So we're gonna get right into figure. As you can see, I got two figures. It comes with two head sculpts, as you can see. This is the half Iron Man head sculpt here. This is the full Venom head here. It comes with a couple hands. It comes with so this is the special edition. They're both the special edition. So it comes with this blade here, this Venomized blade coming out. It forms out of his Venom's hand. So you see, like, his fingers here. He's got three fingers poking out of the blade. He's got the Iron Man hands with claws. He's got, like, claws coming out of it, like Venom claws coming out of it. Also, this piece here is another accessory that comes with. This piece here is detachable. It's the flap for the Mark 7, I guess, wing, you could say, the piece that he flies with. So you attach that here. It's magnetic. And then these claws here, these spider legs, right in the front. Hold on, there you go. They move, so you could rotate them. You can move them up and down. You could turn them, which is really cool. I mean, the legs are what makes, in my opinion, are what makes the figure. And one thing I wish, though, is that they were maybe smaller. See, they do move up here too. So very cool. Again, I just wish they were a little bit smaller. I feel like they're so, like, long and bulky for no reason, but again, looks really, really cool. So as you can see, here's the full Venom face. Let me show you this one. This is the half Iron Man, half Venom. And I'm using this base because the figures are very top heavy, so they'll tilt forward if you don't stand it up properly. And this table, as you guys know, shakes a lot if I tap it, so it'll end up face planting on the ground or on the table. So let me show you guys real quick what this looks like here. So this is also the tongues. This is the long tongue, and then that one is the short tongue. So as you can see, it's magnetic as well. It pops in and out. I could swap out the tongues, so I could use the tongue of the one on the right for this one. But just a cool feature. The heads also magnetic, so they pop right off just like the Venom figure. I actually thought that this figure was going to be about the same size as the Venom figure was, but obviously with Iron Man attachments, and it's not, by any means. This is a lot smaller, a lot less bulkier than the Venom figure. The height, you know, I don't even know how tall the Venom figure is, but it's definitely taller than this. Again, the thickness of it, it's just a completely different body. I thought it would be the same exact body. It's not. I was actually very excited because can you imagine a figure with the size, the height, and the mass of Venom with Iron Man parts? So that's what I was expecting. But again, not that I'm, upset or sad about, what we got. Absolutely not. The figure is beautiful. No complaints whatsoever. The detail is beautiful. There's, I love Iron Man and I love Venom more than anything. And to have a figure of the combination of both characters is insane. It's insane. For me, at least. So, I ordered 4 of these. Don't ask me why. I didn't even remember that I had ordered 4. But usually pieces like this, like for example, the Daredevil, armorized the armorized Deadpool that came out. I ordered 3 of those again because those figures, I believe that they're going to be the valuable ones, the rare ones, just because they're not mainstream, So I usually tend to get multiples of those, at least 2 usually, and because you could get different looks out of them, as you can see, 2 different head sculpts, 2 different tongues, 2 different attachments in the head. So I try to use up the accessories for the different looks. So that's why, as you guys may know by now, I get multiples. But these figures specifically from those random lines, I like to get multiples of again because I know eventually they're going to be worth something. Just again because they're not mainstream, not everybody's looking for them. It's not a common piece. And again, a lot of people don't like these combination pieces because they're not something that came from the movie. They're not something that that they're attached to, that they ended up creating a bond with. They seeing it on a show, seeing it in a movie. So I think that's why a lot of people don't bother with these pieces. But again, because I don't think they make tons of these, I think these are going to be what's worth. But again, guys, overall, I give this figure a 9.5. I have no complaints about it. And again, it's a nothing figure. There's nothing crazy about it. There's no, oh my God, the articulation is amazing. It's just a presence piece. That's all it is. You know what I mean? You're not really going to sit there posing it like crazy because it really doesn't pose much. The torso doesn't really move much because it's just a stiff torso. Because again, it's just supposed to be like a stand-up piece. It's not supposed to be like a Spider-Man piece or an Iron Man piece where you're going to be posing, crazy pose. I'm assuming if you tried to pose, you're going to be able to somewhat. I'm not looking to pose. I'm not trying to pose. Let me show you guys how, the articulation a little bit, just so you guys have an idea of what you're working with. So this is the elbow. This is as far as it goes. Doesn't even do a full 90 degrees. Let me see this arm. Yeah, this arm rotates. See, but these claws get in the way, so like you got to just be careful you don't break something. But yeah, the shoulder's fine. The arm, the hand rotates fine. I think it comes with 2 hands. One closed fist, and then this one, as you can see, this one has like red fingers right there from the Iron Man hand that's supposed to be getting covered now by the Venom symbiote. So again, really, really cool figure, guys. If you guys are, like Venom, like Iron Man, this is a must-get figure. Again, either looks great, as you can see. I've had this figure for a long time. I have weeks, definitely, since it came out, and I just never got to it. My next figure to open also that I've had sitting here forever is the Clone Wars Anakin with the Stap. So that's coming soon, guys, so stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.